Hi, my name is Mahautam Pahlele. I'm the Executive Director at the South African Credit and Risk Reporting Association, in short, SACRRA. SACRRA's role in the South African credit market is to facilitate the sharing of credit and risk information. What do we mean by that? A lot of us consume financial services products. We have credit agreements, we have insurance policies, we have cell phone contracts, we subscribe to TV channels and so on. In terms of the National Credit Act, all credit providers and any entity that wants to access payment profile information must submit that information to the credit bureaus. A lot of us don't know how that happens, and that is where SACRRA comes in. SACRRA owns the Central Data Transmission Hub, which it co-owns with the Credit Bureau Association. The purpose of the hub is to ensure that data from credit providers and other financial services providers gets transmitted to the 6 credit bureaus that have been authorized by the National Credit Regulator to receive and display this information. As a result, SACRRA is not a credit bureau. It doesn't hold that information. It doesn't see it. All it does is ensures that that information gets transmitted to the credit bureaus on the same standards and format, so that the information, when it's displayed at the credit bureaus, it's the same type of products and services that consumers have entered into. It would also ensure that credit providers and data providers submit this information according to the required standards and according to the timelines that have been prescribed by Regulation 1913 that has been issued by the National Credit Regulator. So who is submitting data through the Central Data Transmission Hub? We have 24 banks that are submitting through SACRRA. We have more than 4,000 registered credit providers. We have telecommunication companies. We have insurance companies that are submitting data. Like I've said, in terms of Regulation 1913, it is compulsory, it is a requirement. So how do we assist you as SACRRA to comply with Regulation 1913? We first have to assess, once you've registered with the NCR or you've determined that you want to access payment profile information, we have to assess whether you need to submit data. If you have to submit data, then you go through the onboarding process, where we have dedicated portfolio managers who will take you through the process of onboarding you, identifying your products, and then giving you time to develop for you to be able to be linked to the data hub, and then for you to submit the data. And ongoing, once you have been onboarded and are submitting the data, we have tools and systems that will help you to manage the quality of your data so that you are always compliant. So do join SACRRA and become a member, because there are benefits to you being a member. Now that I've told you about the role that SACRRA plays in the South African credit market and the benefits of becoming a member, I'm going to hand over to one of our portfolio managers who will explain the role that portfolio managers play.
My role as a portfolio manager is to assess you before you become a member of SACRRA. In the assessment phase, we basically look at your operations, the kind of credit and financial products that you offer, so that we can allocate the correct account type to you. Then we proceed to the onboarding phase, where we then introduce you to the products and the benefits that we offer at SACRRA. The products being, we onboard you onto our database that we call SACRRA Connect, We also ensure that you have the correct format as specified by the National Credit Regulator, which we refer to as the Layout 700 version 2 spec. Once the onboarding has been completed, our relationship does not end there. As a portfolio manager, I hold your hand to ensure that the quality of the data that you submit on a monthly and daily basis is of good quality. I liaise between you and the credit providers. I assist you to ensure that all the rejections are addressed and that the quality of your data is of a good standard.
At SACRRA, we say that with every file and with every record, we facilitate good credit and risk decision making. So if you want to comply with Regulation 1913, we are your partner because we are there to offer you the system that will allow you to submit data. We have portfolio managers that will assist you and hold your hand on an ongoing basis to ensure that the quality of the data that you submit is good. So do hit our website where you will find all the information that you require. Follow us on Facebook and on LinkedIn to keep up to date with all the developments in the industry and other events that we engage in to create awareness around compliance with Regulation 1913. Thank you.